Basil's soft paw pads trace patterns on the cool, damp floor of the greenhouse. Each step leaves a faint impression in the earthy residue that clings to the stone slabs. The air is heavy with the scent of moss and decaying plant matter, yet there is a strange comfort in this musty atmosphere. It's as if time itself has slowed down within these walls. Basil approaches a towering fern with fronds that cascade like emerald waterfalls. His eyes widen at the sheer size of it, and he reaches out to touch its rough, leathery trunk. He traces his claws lightly along the ribs of a palm leaf, feeling the subtle undulations beneath the surface. This sensation is almost hypnotic, drawing him deeper into this forgotten world. The sunlight filters through the glass ceiling in delicate shafts, painting the room with an ever-shifting kaleidoscope of colors. These beams illuminate tiny dust motes that dance and twirl like miniature stars. Basil pauses to watch the ballet of light particles, mesmerized by their ceaseless motion. It's as if they are carrying whispers from another realm, secrets only he can perceive. As the sun moves higher in the sky, its warmth reaches every corner of the greenhouse. Basil finds himself basking in this golden glow, his eyes half closed in contentment. He stretches out along a wooden bench, his body bathed in light and shadow. The gentle sway of the plants around him lulls him into a state of profound relaxation. A soft breeze rustles through the foliage, carrying with it the faintest hint of a distant melody. Basil lifts his head, ears perked, trying to discern the source of this ethereal music. The sound seems to come from everywhere and nowhere at once, like an echo from another lifetime. It's as if the very air around him is humming with ancient memories. He closes his eyes, surrendering to the rhythm of the wind and the whispers of the plants. In this tranquil haven, he feels a sense of peace that transcends his feline nature. Time loses all meaning within these walls. There are no clocks or calendars to remind Basil of the outside world. Here, he exists solely in the present moment. He wanders aimlessly through the labyrinth of foliage, drawn to each new sight and scent as if discovering it for the first time. His curiosity leads him to a small pond nestled among the plants. Its still water reflects the sky above in a perfect mirror image, creating an illusion of infinite space. He leans down to drink from the pond, his reflection gazing back at him with serene eyes. For a fleeting moment, he sees not just himself, but also the essence of this tranquil haven. As the sun begins its slow descent towards the horizon, shadows stretch across the greenhouse floor. Basil curls up on a bed of moss near the pond, his body blending seamlessly with the surroundings. The fading light casts a warm glow over his fur, highlighting the subtle colors and patterns woven into its length. In this quiet corner of the world, he is perfectly at peace. A soft murmur fills the air, like the faint hum of bees or the distant echoes of laughter. Basil lifts his head, sensing the presence of unseen companions in this serene sanctuary. He closes his eyes once more, content to share this peaceful space with these ghostly visitors. Together, they ride out the twilight hours in perfect harmony. As darkness falls, the stars begin to emerge in the sky outside. Their twinkling lights seem to mirror the tiny dust motes that continue to dance within the greenhouse. Basil drifts off to sleep, cradled by the gentle sway of the plants and the soothing sound of the breeze. In his dreams, he explores this enchanted world even further, uncovering new wonders at every turn. And as the night deepens, the ancient whispers grow fainter, giving way to a silence that is as profound as it is comforting. The greenhouse holds its breath, wrapped in the gentle embrace of slumber. Basil, a curious feline, wanders through the forgotten greenhouse, each step revealing lush foliage and exotic blooms. The air is thick with the earthy scent of damp soil and the sweet fragrance of unfamiliar flowers. He moves carefully, his paws sinking gently into the moss-covered floor, leaving no trace of his passing. As he explores, faint echoes reverberate through the space, whispers of long, forgotten conversations lingering in the air. His amber eyes widen with wonder as he discovers a grove of towering ferns, their fronds casting dappled shadows upon the ground. A vine-covered trellis catches his attention, its tendrils twining delicately around wooden supports like threads of silk. The soft rustle of leaves overhead creates a soothing lullaby that lures him deeper into this enchanting realm. Basil's tail flickers with excitement as he uncovers a hidden nook adorned with fragrant basil and thyme. He leans in to inhale their pungent aroma, the scent evoking memories of warm summer days spent basking in the sun's embrace. In this sanctuary, time seems to slow down, each moment stretching into an eternity as he loses himself in the beauty surrounding him. Eventually, weariness creeps up on him, and he decides it's time to rest. He chooses a soft patch of moss beneath a canopy of intertwined branches, the perfect spot for an afternoon nap. As he settles down, the greenhouse holds its breath, awaiting the gentle rhythm of his sleep. The rustling leaves outside continue their slow dance with the wind, creating a calming symphony that lulls him into slumber. In his dreams, Basil soars through the air, visiting every corner of this magical garden as he explores its secrets. And when he awakens, he finds himself still cradled in the embrace of the moss and shadows, the echoes of the past fading into silence. The forgotten greenhouse holds him close, its exotic plants whispering tales of ancient adventures as they share in the quiet serenity of the afternoon. As the sun begins to set, casting warm hues across the room, Basil feels a deep sense of peace wash over him. He stretches out lazily, savoring the comforting weight of the moss beneath him as he drifts into another peaceful nap. In this timeless place, the gentle sway of the plants and the soothing sound of the breeze continue to cradle him in their loving embrace. The foggy glass morning casts a soft glow into the forgotten greenhouse, where Basil begins his exploration. With every cautious step, he feels the cool wood beneath his paws and the damp air clinging to him. Basil's ears perk up as he hears the faintest echoes of ancient conversations in this hidden sanctuary. The exotic plants sway gently around him, their leaves whispering secrets from times long past. His eyes wander over the vibrant hues of the flora, each one more alluring than the last. He brushes against a moss-covered wall, feeling the softness under his touch. A patch of sunlight filters through the foggy glass, painting a warm canvas on the floor. Basil follows the golden beam, drawn to its welcoming embrace. As he ventures deeper into the heart of the greenhouse, the echoes grow louder and more distinct. He finds himself in a small clearing filled with lush moss and dappled shadows. The scent of herbs fills his nostrils, a calming balm for his senses. Basil curls up in the soft moss, feeling cradled by its gentle embrace. His eyes close as he listens to the soothing sound of the plants rustling in the breeze. Time seems to slow down, melting away all urgency and worry. In this peaceful haven, Basil lets go of his thoughts and surrenders to the tranquility. The warmth of the sun seeps into his fur, lulling him further into a state of blissful relaxation. As he drifts off to sleep, Basil feels as if he's become one with the greenhouse and its enchanting inhabitants. The faint echoes continue to reverberate around him, weaving a soothing lullaby for his dreams. When he awakens once more, Basil finds himself still cradled in the embrace of the moss and shadows. The forgotten greenhouse, a silent sanctuary where time seems to slow. Basil pads softly through the verdant maze of towering ferns and flowering vines. His curious whiskers brush against the velvety petals of unseen blooms. He pauses, taking in the hushed symphony of nature around him, a chorus of rustling leaves, murmuring brooks, and distant birdsong. In this hallowed space, echoes of ancient conversations linger in the air, whispering secrets only he can hear. Basil's heartbeat syncs with the rhythm of his breath, both slow and steady like the ebb and flow of the tide. He finds a mossy haven beneath a weeping willow, its branches draped in emerald tendrils. Nestled within this verdant cradle, he lets go of his thoughts and surrenders to the tranquility. The soft moss cushions his body, cradling him like a mother's embrace. His eyes flutter shut, and he drifts into a deep, dreamless sleep. In his slumber, Basil becomes one with the greenhouse and its enchanting inhabitants. He stretches lazily, feeling rejuvenated by the quiet serenity of this mystical place. With a contented purr, Basil ventures forth to explore the greenhouse once more, drawn in by its timeless allure. Basil's body sinks into the soft moss, a gentle cradle enveloping him like an old lullaby. His heart beats slowly, in sync with the rhythm of nature that surrounds him. The scent of damp earth and exotic blooms fills his senses, drawing him deeper into this tranquil realm. Tiny leaves whisper secrets to him on the breeze, their hushed voices soothing his soul. He closes his eyes, surrendering himself to the symphony of nature that plays all around him. The distant hoot of an owl echoes through the stillness, a gentle reminder of the world beyond this sanctuary. Basil's breath blends with the air, becoming one with the life that thrives in this forgotten haven. The moonlight dances across the ancient glass panes, casting eerie shadows on the mossy floor. The cool touch of the glass sends a shiver down his spine, grounding him in this dreamlike place. His tail twitches slightly, responding to the subtle vibrations of the earth below him. A spider spins its delicate web nearby, adding another layer to the intricate tapestry of life within the greenhouse. Basil watches as a drop of dew falls from a nearby leaf, creating a miniature ripple in the still water below. He marvels at the resilience of these plants, thriving in a place long forgotten by the world outside. The soft rustling of leaves above him lulls him further into a state of peaceful contemplation. Basil's thoughts drift away like dandelion seeds on the wind, carried off into the vast expanse of the night sky. He feels the weight of centuries within these walls, each plant a testament to the passage of time. A single droplet of water falls from his fur, joining the chorus of drops that patter against the greenhouse floor. The scent of wet earth and fresh rain fills his nostrils, a soothing balm for his weary spirit. Basil's eyes flutter open, revealing pools of darkness in the moonlit room. He rises slowly, moving with the grace of a cat who has found true peace in this forgotten sanctuary. His paws pad softly on the moss-covered floor, each step a gentle caress against the earth below him. The greenhouse seems to hum with life as he moves through it. Each breath he takes an homage to the beauty surrounding him. Basil pauses at the edge of a small pond, mesmerized by the reflection of the moon on its glassy surface. He leans down to drink from the cool water, savoring the taste of the ancient earth that nourishes these plants. A frog croaks softly from within the shadows, adding another layer to the chorus of nocturnal sounds that fill the air. Basil's tail flickers with excitement, a rare spark of energy in this place of serenity. He gazes up at the stars shining through the cracked glass ceiling, their light dancing on his fur like stardust. The moonlight bathes him in a soft glow, painting him in hues of silver and blue as he drifts off into a peaceful slumber. In his dreams, he roams through this magical garden forever, chasing the echoes of ancient conversations that still linger within these walls. Within the forgotten greenhouse, Basil wanders amidst the mystic flora, each step a soft whisper against the worn wood floor. Moss cushions his paws as he navigates this secret garden, where the air is heavy with the scent of earth and damp foliage. He pauses before a towering fern, its fronds casting dappled shadows on the stone wall behind it. As sunlight filters through the glass panes, golden beams dance across the floor like liquid light. Basil's gaze follows the path of these rays, tracing their journey from sky to soil in a silent ballet of warmth and shadow. In the distance, he spots an opening, a nook hidden among the plants, covered in soft moss and bathed in gentle light. His heart skips a beat as he approaches this sanctuary, feeling the pull of its quiet solitude. Within this haven, he finds himself enveloped by nature's whispers, the rustle of leaves, the hum of insects, and the distant coo of a pigeon. These sounds weave together in a soothing symphony that lulls him into a state of deep relaxation. Basil settles onto the mossy bed, feeling its coolness against his warm fur, his eyes close as he surrenders to the gentle embrace of this peaceful oasis. Time seems to slow down here, stretched and blurred like honey in the sun. The world outside fades away, replaced by the tranquil hum of this forgotten greenhouse. As dusk settles over the garden, a soft golden light bathes Basil's restful form. His breath comes in slow, steady waves, in sync with the rhythm of his heart. In this timeless place, he finds solace, a refuge from the chaos of the world beyond these glass walls. The ancient whispers continue to echo around him, their words lost to time, but their comfort ever present. Basil feels them enveloping him like a warm blanket, soothing his soul. With each passing moment, he becomes more attuned to the gentle lull of this sacred space, until finally sleep claims him. As dreams take flight, Basil remains a part of this tranquil haven, forever intertwined with the mystic flora and ancient conversations that fill his restful slumber. Basil, the curious cat, explores a forgotten greenhouse filled with mysterious, exotic plants. He pads softly over the worn wooden floorboards, each step accompanied by a gentle creak. The air is thick with the earthy scents of herbs and spices, transporting him to another world. His whiskers brush against tall stalks of ferns as he moves deeper into the greenhouse. Ancient echoes whisper around him, ghostly remnants of conversations long past. Basil pauses, his amber eyes reflecting the dim light that filters through the glass walls. He gazes at a vine-covered trellis, its tendrils twisting and turning like dancers in a ballet of nature. The cat steps carefully over stone paths, feeling the coolness seep into his paws. In one corner, he finds a mossy haven, a perfect spot to rest among the foliage. He settles down, his body blending seamlessly with the vibrant green surroundings. Basil's breath comes out in soft, gentle puffs, each one misting the air before dissolving into nothingness. The golden dusk light bathes him in its warm embrace, casting long shadows across the floor. As nightfall approaches, Basil closes his eyes, his body lulled by the rhythm of the greenhouse's tranquility. Time seems to stand still as Basil merges with this timeless place, becoming one with the mystic flora and fading echoes. Sleep finally claims him, his dreams filled with the enchanting sights and sounds of his peaceful sanctuary. In this sacred space, Basil finds solace, a refuge from the chaos of the world beyond the glass walls. As he sleeps, he remains a part of this tranquil haven, forever intertwined with the exotic plants and ancient conversations that fill his dreams. The greenhouse holds him close, its gentle embrace providing solace as Basil slumbers peacefully. Stillness envelops the forgotten greenhouse as Basil dreams of his lush, mystical sanctuary. Basil, a curious feline, wanders through the forgotten greenhouse, his steps soft on the worn wooden floor. He pauses before an ancient pane of glass, foggy with age and time. The sunlight filtering in casts dappled patterns across the mossy stones beneath his paws. Inside this enchanted realm, ferns as tall as he is unfurl their fronds, reaching for the golden dusk light. Exotic orchids with delicate petals sway slightly in a breeze that seems to whisper ancient secrets. Basil's eyes widen at the sight of it, all nature untamed and wild within these glass walls. He rubs against the rough bark of an ancient tree, its leaves rustling softly as if sharing stories with him. Basil meanders further into the greenhouse, each step a soft thud on the earthen floor. He finds solace in the presence of these mysterious plants, their vibrant hues soothing his spirit. Their leaves brush against him gently, as if offering comfort and companionship. Basil curls up on a bed of soft moss near the heart of the greenhouse, surrounded by nature's embrace. He breathes in deeply, filling his lungs with the sweet aroma of the herbs that envelop him. The sun dips lower in the sky, casting long shadows across the greenhouse floor. Basil watches as the light shifts and dances among the leaves, creating a symphony of gold and green. As evening falls, the air inside the greenhouse cools, sending a pleasant chill over Basil's fur. He snuggles deeper into his mossy bed, feeling safe and content within this hidden paradise. The sounds of the outside world fade away as Basil drifts off to sleep, enveloped by the tranquility of his newfound home. In this forgotten greenhouse filled with exotic plants and ancient echoes, Basil finds solace and rest. His dreams are filled with the enchanting sights and sounds of his peaceful sanctuary, a haven where he belongs. In the dappled linen, soft twilight, Basil's eyes flicker open, his curiosity piqued by the forgotten greenhouse. He treads lightly, feeling the cool wood beneath his paws as he explores the maze of ancient vines and exotic blooms. The faintest whispers of echoes surround him, relics of long, forgotten conversations that add to the enchanting atmosphere. He brushes against fragrant leaves, inhaling deeply as their scents fill his senses, bringing a sense of calm and serenity. Basil's paw finds a patch of soft moss, inviting him to rest upon its yielding embrace. He curls up contentedly, feeling the life within the greenhouse pulsating around him. As the sun dips lower in the sky, casting golden beams through the glass panes, Basil's eyes close gently, drawn into a state of tranquil repose. His breaths sync with the rustling of leaves and the soft drip of water from above, creating a symphony of nature that lulls him further into slumber. Time seems to lose all meaning within the greenhouse's walls as Basil merges with the stillness and quietude of this hidden sanctuary. He dreams of the verdant world around him, tender shoots breaking through soil, sunlight filtering through leaves, and the gentle sway of blooms in a distant breeze. In these dreams, he is one with nature, embraced by its cycles and rhythms as deeply as his own heartbeat. As sleep fully envelops Basil, the greenhouse continues its timeless dance, nurturing and cradling its feline inhabitant in a haven of solace and serenity. And so, within the heart of this forgotten greenhouse filled with exotic plants and ancient echoes, Basil finds not just rest, but a place to call his own, a sanctuary where he belongs. Basil settles into the mossy heart of the forgotten greenhouse, where ancient echoes reverberate softly. Each leaf and petal catches this golden light, shimmering like a million tiny emerald lanterns. The gentle rustle of leaves and tender whispers of fading echoes fill the air around him. He finds himself at peace among these exotic plants, each with its own unique texture and scent. As he brushes against a velvety fern frond, he feels the softness under his paws like a whispered caress. The greenhouse seems to hold its breath, as if aware of their shared tranquility in this hidden haven. Basil's eyes close softly, drawn into the heart of nature's embrace, where time loses all meaning. The greenhouse continues its eternal cycle, nurturing and cradling its feline inhabitant in the mossy depths. As night falls and stars begin to twinkle above, Basil rests deeply, one with the world around him. In this sanctuary of solace and serenity, he finds not just shelter but a place to call his own. As dawn breaks, the first light filters through the glass panes, bathing him in a warm, golden glow. Basil stirs slightly, emerging from his slumber to a new day within this enchanted oasis. He continues to explore and discover the wonders of this secret world, forever bound to its magic. As he wanders among the exotic plants and ancient echoes, Basil knows that he has found his haven. And as the sun dips lower once more in the sky, casting a symphony of light and shadows upon the greenhouse walls, Basil rests contentedly within this timeless sanctuary. Within the foggy glass morning, Basil stirred gently, his emerald eyes blinking open to a new day within the forgotten greenhouse. The first light of dawn brushed against him like a tender caress, bathing the feline inhabitant in a warm and golden glow. Basil stood, stretching his lithe form against the cool glass, feeling the world outside begin to stir with life and energy. He padded softly across the moss-covered floor, each step leaving an impression like a silent whisper in the air. As he moved, ancient echoes seemed to awaken from their slumber, fading whispers that danced among the verdant foliage above. The greenhouse continued its eternal cycle of nurturing and cradling its exotic inhabitants, providing solace for Basil within its embrace. Basil's curiosity led him to explore each corner of this enchanted oasis, discovering hidden treasures in the form of vibrant flora. He delicately brushed against a basil plant, its scent a familiar and comforting reminder of the world outside the glass walls. The greenhouse was more than just a place to call home for Basil. It was an escape from reality, a sanctuary where time stood still. Basil wandered through the labyrinth of leaves and vines, feeling the cool breath of the plants against his fur as they whispered ancient secrets to him. He found solace in the gentle swaying of the hanging ferns, their tendrils brushing gently against his face like a mother's touch. As the sun dipped lower in the sky, casting long shadows across the floor, Basil nestled into a cozy nook adorned with moss and ivy. He gazed out at the world beyond the glass, a world that seemed both distant and yet within reach. Within this timeless sanctuary, Basil allowed himself to drift off into quiet contemplation, dreaming amidst nature's gentle embrace. The greenhouse cradled him like a mother's arms, lulling him into a peaceful slumber as the day drew to a close. As dusk settled over the forgotten greenhouse, Basil breathed deeply of the fragrant air, feeling the warmth of the golden light enveloping him. And so, amidst the exotic plants and ancient echoes, Basil found peace within the forgotten greenhouse, his dreams woven from threads of verdant wonder. He rested contentedly in the mossy haven, nestled within the arms of dusk's golden glow as the world outside faded into twilight. As sleep claimed him, Basil's heartbeat slowed to match the rhythm of the greenhouse itself, a symphony of life and tranquility. And in that foggy glass morning, within the forgotten greenhouse filled with mysterious, exotic plants and the faint echoes of ancient conversations, Basil found his haven. The greenhouse continued its eternal cycle of nurturing and cradling its feline inhabitant, providing solace for Basil within its embrace. A soft breeze rustled the leaves outside, whispering secrets to the ancient glass of the forgotten greenhouse. Inside, Basil moved with the grace of a wisp in the air, his fur blending seamlessly with the verdant shadows. The cat's eyes danced over the array of exotic plants, each one offering its own story to him as if in a hushed conversation. The scent of basil mingled with the earthy musk of ferns and orchids, wrapping around Basil like a warm embrace. As he navigated through the foliage, his paws made no sound upon the soft moss that carpeted the floor, preserving the stillness. The greenhouse hummed with life, the buzz of unseen insects weaving together the symphony of nature's lullaby. A single beam of sunlight pierced through the high ceiling, casting a golden spotlight upon a cluster of vibrant flowers. Basil lay down in this patch of light, allowing its warmth to seep into his bones and lull him further into tranquility. Time seemed to stretch and blur within the confines of the greenhouse, each moment melting into the next without urgency or haste. The ancient whispers that echoed through the space were like fading memories, softened by the passage of time and the gentle swaying of leaves. As night began to fall, a hush settled over the greenhouse. The only sounds that remained were the distant hum of insects and Basil's even breathing. The shadows lengthened and deepened, their velvety darkness enveloping the space in a quiet, soothing embrace. In this place where nature reigned supreme, Basil found solace from the world outside, his heartbeat syncing with the eternal rhythm of life within the greenhouse. And there, beneath the watchful gaze of ancient vines and exotic blooms, Basil drifted off into a peaceful slumber, cradled by the gentle arms of dusk. As the moon cast its silvery glow upon the forgotten greenhouse, Basil dreamt of verdant meadows and whispering winds, carried away on the wings of his dreams. The cycle continued as it always had, a dance between light and shadow, life and rest, that seemed to exist outside the constraints of time. In this secluded haven, Basil found not only respite from the world, but also a connection to something larger than himself, a part of the eternal ebb and flow of nature's embrace. And so, as the world turned and seasons changed outside, Basil continued to find peace within the forgotten greenhouse, his dreams woven from threads of verdant wonder. In the hushed embrace of early morning, fog clung to the glass panes of the forgotten greenhouse, painting an ethereal scene. Basil, a curious cat with eyes as green as moss, padded softly towards the greenhouse, drawn by its alluring mystique. The ancient wood groaned ever so slightly as Basil pushed open the creaky door, revealing an enchanting world within. Tall, exotic plants reached for the heavens, their vibrant colors a stark contrast to the gray outside. Basil's fur rippled with curiosity as he walked among the mysterious flora, his paws barely making a sound on the damp earth. Whispers of forgotten conversations lingered in the air, carried by the gentle breeze that rustled through the ancient vines. His senses were alive, taking in the heady scent of herbs and the cool touch of morning dew on his whiskers. As he ventured deeper into the greenhouse, Basil discovered a cozy nook nestled between two towering plants, blanketed in soft moss. With a contented purr, Basil curled up in the mossy haven, feeling cradled by nature's gentle embrace. The sunlight filtered through the foggy glass, casting dappled shadows on the floor that danced like liquid silver. As his eyes grew heavy, Basil listened to the soothing symphony of rustling leaves and distant bird song. His dreams began to take shape, woven from threads of verdant wonder and the faintest echoes of ancient voices. In this secluded sanctuary, time seemed to stand still as Basil found peace within the forgotten greenhouse. The cycle continued, a dance between light and shadow, life and rest, that existed outside the constraints of time. As the day turned into evening, the shadows lengthened and the air cooled, but Basil remained undisturbed in his haven. The world outside may have changed, but within the greenhouse, the eternal ebb and flow of nature's embrace held sway. And so, as the moon rose high in the sky, Basil continued to dream of verdant meadows and whispering winds. In the quiet lantern light, the forgotten greenhouse became a beacon of tranquility amidst the chaos of the world. As the days turned into weeks, the cycle remained unbroken. Basil's peaceful afternoons in the herb garden, an enduring testament to nature's timeless embrace.